Good afternoon, North Star Behavioral Health. My name is Luke Wendlandt, and I'm here to talk today about International Overdose Awareness Day. This day means so much to so many different people, and there's a massive amount of continuum of emotions with this day. For some individuals, it's a message of hope, and for some individuals, it's mortality and death and what that's looked like to their family. And within this spectrum, there's awareness, there's education, there's acknowledgement, there's learning, there's stigma or reducing the stigma. So there's so much on this day that I think people are processing. And let's first talk about on the far left. On the far left is mortality and death. The overdose numbers have continued to rise basically every year, except for I think a little dip in 2018. But we've hovered in the 40,000, the 50,000, and then 65,000 in 18, and then in 17, and then in 19 we had 72,000. So our first time over 70,000 deaths, through opioid use disorder in the United States. And that number, unfortunately, is probably going to be surpassed in 2020. And when you speak in those generalities of those numbers, I think what gets lost in that is the moms, the brothers, the sisters, the cousins, the relatives that lost their loved ones and have lost someone special to them in their life. And over the last 5 years, we've lost a lot of special people here that we've had the opportunity to serve at North Star, where this disease got the best of them. And that is tough. That is absolutely daggers, not only to us as workers, but those individuals' families. And, again, we can do the best that we can do every single day to inspire and lead change and try to guide individuals down a path. But this disease number one, doesn't discriminate, but number two, it's not gentle on souls. One slip up, one use, one choice, one bad event, one choice, could ultimately reduce in that overdose and death. And, it's our job to, on the flip side of that coin, is to inspire and, provide hope and instill change and lead and educate and, find different methodologies that are more successful than others and find the wins, during this overdose awareness, not only day, but quite frankly, year and years to come. Our job at North Star is tough, and what we get the opportunity to sign up for every day, it takes hard work, it takes grit, it takes perseverance, it takes drive, it takes energy, it takes patience, it takes all the above. But I think what it most importantly provides is it provides each and every one of us, without knowing it and even acknowledging this, to almost be an angel to somebody. You never know what conversation might mean to somebody that fuels a change or fuels a certain level of inspiration or motivation or desire or want. There's always whys, and the whys internally versus the whys externally are different. And the external whys are our job, and hopefully we at North Star Behavioral Health can continue to provide that inspiration and hope for individuals that we get the privilege and quite frankly we're so fortunate, lucky to serve and get that opportunity. And I was at this ALS event one time, and Ken Herbeck said, I'm just sick and tired of having to come to do this because of what it's doing and how we haven't found this cure for this disease, and it's still continuing to ravage so many people, etc. And I think all of us at North Star would feel that same way. Is we're sick of seeing the next obituary. We're sick and tired of seeing the next name that's up on a plaque or on a wall, or the next mom or dad that loses their son or daughter. And our condolences go out, and we have nothing but love and hope for them, and getting through those moments and getting through that time. And each mother and father are going to lose their son or daughter when this happens, and we understand that. We acknowledge that, and we want to be the catalyst and the organization in this space to make sure that people know that they're not alone, and that we can help them, and we can be here as a sounding board or a voice, and we can listen. And there's going to be several things going on throughout the course of the day today, and quote unquote celebration or acknowledgement or awareness. And again, it's going to provide a lot of different emotions for a lot of different people. But my major takeaway for the North Star group and for those individuals that come to work every day is, you just never know what impact that you might have on an individual at a specific moment, at a specific time, in a specific day. And keep your head held high with the work that we're doing, even in those dark moments. There's going to be more dark moments to come, but there's also those rays of sunshine. And when we get those rays of sunshine, remember to smile, remember to love one another, remember to acknowledge the lives that are lost. And so, again, I thank you. I thank the North Star Clan for showing up to do what we get to do every day, which is hard work. And again, I just want to reiterate to those individuals that have lost family, friends, etc. I'm sure most individuals at North Star can probably recognize exactly what we're talking about. Our deepest sympathies go out to you, and for those individuals that have made it to the next day, that have seen the darkest times in their life. Help inspire somebody else. Help inspire somebody else that may have been where you were, or where your family may have been. So continue to recognize, be aware, acknowledge, educate, continue to learn, grow, develop, and let's continue to make a mark in the landscape of overdoses in our country, in our state, in our city, in our county, in our neighborhoods. So thank you again. I appreciate it.